What's up guys, and welcome back to a new episode from Backyard Boys. In this episode we're going to be welding on the quarter panel and getting it all ready for paint. In the previous episode we got the quarter panel tested up to the car and we started measuring all the gaps. The gaps look beautiful and it's ready for weld. I got my welder back from my parents' house. I got a spot welder, we got all the tools to prep it, and we're ready to go. Gaps are looking perfect. From the door all the way up. Looking good here, looking good here, looking good. I even tested it up to the roof molding. It's fitting perfect by the roof molding. Got the rear bumper leveled up to it. It is perfect with the rear bumper. I am missing a bumper bracket up here, so the bumper will sit just like a tad bit higher, just like that. So it is perfect everywhere. The trunk gap is looking prime as well. All the way through. This trunk will be closed, so it'll be like that. And we're ready to start spot welding it. We got the trunk tested up to the quarter. We got the bumper tested up to the quarter. We got the door tested up to the quarter, and even tested this roof molding up to the quarter. And everything matches perfect. So right now we're gonna take off the trunk, take off the bumper. I did a little spot weld here, kind of all around the quarter so it wouldn't move. Everything's in its place right now. We're gonna take off all the parts and get it all dialed in and weld it up. Let's go. So we've gotten the trunk off, the rear bumper off, and put a little fire blanket here so any welding spots or anything won't be getting inside the interior. I got this all prepped out right here, ready to weld. I got some caca welds here. I was getting the welder dialed in yesterday because it was acting up. But even though the welds, if they do look bad, I'm gonna file them down. Seam seal right on top is gonna look OEM. So we got all the welds done where we couldn't reach with a spot welder, which is the rear piece over here. We do have a little bit left up here by the roof, but I'm going to get that once I'm done spot welding. Right now we're going to prep the inside of the panel, the outside of the panel, so I can spot weld everywhere. Let's get right to work. officially done with welding the quarter panel on. We got all around spot welded where it needs to be welded and welded where it actually needs to be welded, where a spot welder cannot reach. Right now, we are going to fold this outer quarter skin to the inner panel, because as you can tell, this little piece needs to be folded and seam sealed. So we're gonna work our way all through this and get it all folded up. We got no time to waste, so we're gonna get right back to work. Alright guys, we're all wrapped up with folding in this outer skin into the inner quarter lining. It is super tough and it is sketchy, because one wrong mistake and you got yourself a damage, and then you got to start mudding it. So we got it all successful, no damage. We're ready for seam sealing. Let's get right to work. Alright, it is the next day here and we got our seam seal material. Follow along and let me show you the process. Right now we're gonna get the inside of this, get that seam all sealed up. And then once the seam seal dries up, I have some easy sand and I'm gonna make a perfect bead similar to that OEM one right there. We're gonna mask it off with 2 lines of tape. So it is self-leveling, and this is the best I can do right now. Once this dries out, I'm gonna even it out with a little sandpaper, and then we can seal it and paint the whole quarter panel. So we got the GTR outside. We got the quarter all wrapped up. It is ready for paint. I'm going to start prepping the car because it has a little bit of dents here and there. The hood has some damage. I'm still waiting for parts. Unfortunately, the parts are taking an extra 3 weeks to come, which is really unfortunate. We're gonna clean up the garage right now, get the car back in here, continue working on it. All right, guys, that is a wrap for part 4. Thank you so much for following through and watching to the very end. We got the quarter panel up on the car. We got all the gaps measured out. We got it all sealed up and is ready for the next step, which is prep and paint. Subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you wouldn't miss the next video. Thank you guys for all the feedback. Please share, like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know how I did, and I'll see you on the next one.